Hello, and welcome to the Love is Stronger Than Fear podcast. I'm Amy Julia Becker, and this is Season 1, Prepare Him Room, Advent Reflections. I'm so happy you're here with me to consider what happens when God shows up in the midst of the eggnog, gift wrap, holiday cards, tinsel, and let's be honest, the stress and the joy of this time of year. Thank you for listening. This is the podcast for December 2nd, Hopes and Fears. The reading comes from Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 through 21 from the New International Version of the Bible. This is how the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law and yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." The first Christmas after our daughter Penny was born, we were singing "O Little Town of Bethlehem." And that hymn contains these lines: "The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight." Penny had been diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth. And I heard the lines in that hymn, "The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight." And this is what I wrote in my journal. I wrote, "I am filled with contradictory emotions, struck by how much hope I have for Penny, that she will live a full life with friends and laughter and arguments with her siblings and an ability to give back to her community and a knowledge of God's love. Hope that she will go to school and that her heart will heal and that she will speak clearly and read and write and walk and run and dance. Hope that she will sing and play music and ride horses. Hope that she will be received by many for who she is, valued by many, loved. Hope that she will surpass expectations, physical, mental, social, emotional. So much hope. And with that hope comes intense fear that little of it will come to pass, that she will suffer, be mocked, that her little body will betray her. Fear that she won't succeed or that she won't have friends or that we won't be able to give her what she needs. Fear that Down syndrome is what I thought it was a year ago. Fear that our culture is right, that she is undesirable, that an extra chromosome is a mistake. I don't want to hope sometimes, because I don't want the fear that accompanies the hope. I remember how frightening it was to have hope, how scary to look to the future and expect God to work, to expect good things even if they might be difficult, to expect joy. But God gave us reason to hope in the gift of our daughter, and we have held on to our hope for her ever since. In this passage from Matthew, the angel implies that Joseph is afraid to take Mary home as his wife. Maybe he's afraid that this dream with this angel is a delusion. Or maybe he believes that this miraculous thing really did happen, but he's afraid that other people won't believe them. You can imagine his friends, his siblings, his neighbors' reactions. "Yeah, right, Joseph, an angel, a virgin birth. Sure you didn't just have too much to drink?" Or maybe he's afraid that what the angel has said is true. Maybe he's afraid to have hope. I am so grateful that we are not asked to get rid of our fears in order to claim hope. Rather, we are invited to bring hope and fear, all in a mixed up jumble, to Jesus. I needed to bring my hopes and fears for Penny to Jesus. And then even with my typically developing kids, I brought hopes and fears. Hope that they will know their own intrinsic worth. Hope that they will make friends. Hope that they will find activities and subjects that interest them. Hope that they will be kind. And I brought fears. Fear that they will experience loneliness and rejection, that they will be mean to other kids. Fear that I will project my own expectations on them. Fear that they won't know how beloved they are. I still experience fear sometimes, but over the years that I've been a parent, as I've watched all 3 kids make mistakes and experience hardship and screw up, and as I've watched them learn and grow and love, I have found that the fear has receded and the hope has remained. I think it's possible that Joseph experienced the same thing. Just enough hope to overcome his fear. Just enough hope to ignore the skeptics. Just enough hope to take Mary as his wife and get ready for the baby boy that God had given them.
Thanks for listening to Season 1 of the Love is Stronger Than Fear podcast, Prepare Him Room. For more information, including a free PDF version of Prepare Him Room, go to www.amyjuliabecker.com. While you're there, you can also find out about Amy Julia's books, White Picket Fences, Small Talk, and A Good and Perfect Gift, and when she'll be speaking in your area. Thanks again for listening, and please do consider reviewing this podcast wherever you got it, and please share it with someone else who might enjoy it.